Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. About 3 days ago, Acting Inspector General of Police Gabo disbanded DCI Special Service Unit. And then about 1 or 2 days later, William Ruto confirmed that he ordered for the disbandment of that service unit. And the reason that unit was being used by Uhuru Kenyatta's regime to kill innocent Kenyans for extrajudicial killings. Those were some of the reasons William Ruto gave when he was confirming he ordered for the disbandment of that unit. In this video, I want us to have a look at a story that has been captured by the Star some few hours ago concerning that disbandment, or rather concerning that unit that was disbanded. Star, missing persons probe. Officers of disbanded DCI unit grilled over missing Indians. They were disarmed and ordered to report to the offices for further instruction. Some members of a police squad that was disbanded over claims of extrajudicial killings were Monday and Tuesday grilled by their colleagues over the missing 2 Indians and their drivers in Nairobi. This came 2 days after the Director of Criminal Investigations, DCI Special Service Unit, SSU, was disbanded and the officers disarmed and ordered to surrender all government wares. Yes, the story continues. They are, among others, under probe over the missing of Mohammed Zaid, Sami Kidiwai, Zulfikar Ahmad Khan, and their driver Nicodemus Mwanya Mwangi, who were abducted near Olesereni and driven away in an unmarked car. Yes. About 20 members of the team were Monday and Tuesday summoned to the offices of the Internal Affairs Unit, IAU, where they spent the better part of the days recording statements. They denied involvement in the issue, even as they were asked to explain their activities and where they were the day the 3 went missing. Yes, officials aware of the development said this is part of a wider probe being conducted over claims of forceful disappearance under the police. We can't read the whole of it. It's a long story. Yes. So you are seeing clearly, as being reported by the Star, that some investigations have already been launched and some members of that disbanded unit are already being investigated. And from the story again, we are being told that some 3 Indians, together with their driver, 2 Indians with their driver, were kidnapped. And then they just disappeared that way. And these 2 Indians were close William Ruto associates who were here in the country. They were abducted in July, and they were here to help William Ruto with his campaigns for the presidency this year, 2022. They were abducted in July, and that's the way they disappeared. Yes, that's the story as being reported by the Star. So in this video, I want us to dig deep into that story to see the games being played behind the scenes. But one thing that Kenyans must know is that that move by William Ruto's administration is a wonderful move, a move that I know most Kenyans might support. The only problem with the move is that William Ruto's government is prosecuting it in public. They are now just fighting that kind of they are fighting that extrajudicial killing. They are accusing Uhuru Kenyatta's government of having perpetuated. They are prosecuting it in the media. I want us to dig deep into this story to see the games behind the scenes, the story behind the story. If you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Yes, that's a wonderful move. So if Uhuru Kenyatta's government had a unit that was killing Kenyans, action should be taken against those officers. A human's life, a human being's life is sacrosanct and sacred. Only God is allowed to take a human being's life. If some officials in Uhuru Kenyatta's government were used to kill and maim Kenyans, action should be taken against them. They should be taken as murderers and criminals. That's a wonderful move. And it's a wonderful move because it's also serving as a warning to rogue officials in William Ruto's government. Because I know any government must have such kind of squads. And even in William Ruto's government, most likely, there will be such kind of people. And that move by William Ruto is serving as an example, even to these rogue officers who will be serving in his government. Should William Ruto's administration use them to kill and maim Kenyans, should the next or rather a new administration come, the fate that is facing these ones who killed and maimed people in Uhuru Kenyatta's government, these ones who will also kill and maim people in William Ruto's government, should a new administration come into power, the same fate will befall them. So that's a good move in that it's also serving as a warning and a deterrent to some rogue officials who might be really, their fingers might be really itching to kill their opponents. That's serving as a warning to them. And the interesting bit about it again, which now William Ruto's government must also address, William Ruto's government must also now crack down on those who killed Musando. Because now we are seeing they are now cracking down on these two Indians who wanted to help William Ruto win the presidency. The government should also now crack down on Musando's killers, Jacob Juma's killers, Kenei Yebei. The government must also now crack down on the killers who killed those Kenyans. Yes, because I personally believe that if that is the service that was being used by the former regime to kill, it's almost certain and very clear that in one way or the other, they might have also been involved in the killing of those Kenyans. That's what I'm saying here, ladies and gentlemen. So William Ruto's government should not only look at those who are killed, who are close to William Ruto. They should also look at the cases of those Kenyans who are killed, who are not also close to William Samoei Ruto. That's what I'm seeing here. And even before I conclude, this should also not be an excuse for this government to also form another unit that will be loyal to them, the aim being to silence their political critiques. This should not be an excuse. And already, even though that's a wonderful move, they are also doing it the wrong way. In that we used to see Uhuru Kenyatta's government, the DCI and government officials were largely prosecuting such kind of things in public. They were just announcing that now we are commencing investigations But now, at the end of the day, nothing concrete was coming out from those investigations. William Ruto's government seems to be making the same mistake, prosecuting the matter in public. I just wish that this time around, William Ruto's government might get it right, and eventually, after all the noise, we should be seeing some prosecution and some results coming out of the noise. Yes. I think that's what we should, Kenyans are waiting to see at the end of the day. It should not just be for PR, prosecuting everything in public, but at the end of it all, nothing concrete comes out. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Any person who wants to have a chat or discussion with me, or even to support this channel, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number. Yes, contact me through the number. Or even feel free to send a contribution or support to the number if you want to support the channel. A very important point I'm missing, that move by also prosecuting the matter in public can also just increase crime. In that we also have criminals who the government is, we have also genuine criminals who the government in one way or the other should be dealing with. So by prosecuting the matter also in public can also give these criminals confidence. And we might just find out, we might find these criminals being emboldened and crime can actually go up. So it could have been very good if William Ruto's government could have just been prosecuting this whole issue in private. That's my honest opinion. Let's meet in our next analysis.